Hello! Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make sense of possessive adjectives in French. We call them possessive adjectives not because you're like possessed or you're owning everything, but if I were to say, for example, my pen, his house, our book, it sounds like I'm owning it, even though maybe I'm like, this is my school. It doesn't mean it's my school because I own it socially. It's just where I go, so it's my school. Possessive adjectives. So, again, possessive adjectives can be kind of tricky because, again, in English, we have one word for something, and in French, we have three, whether it's masculine, feminine, or plural. So this is kind of already a little bit frustrating. So let me just take a look. Let me just show you our little diagram first before we even look at some of these, all of these words. There's so many words. So in English, we really want to know the gender of the person that does the owning. And in French, what is more important is the gender of the thing that is owned. So say, for example, I have a girl, and she owns a boy dog, right? In English, I would say her dog. And the gendered word in our sentence is her. I mean, her. Obviously, there's an indication that it's a girl. The problem is that in French, we have to base it, right here, off of the thing that is owned. In this case, it's the dog. And so the gendered word here now is son chien, because I have to come up to where the category that says his and her, and I have to find the one that relates to dog, and because dog is a boy, then I have to make them go up here and match, and it's going to become son chien. So right away, what's hard for us is that in English, the main gendered word in the sentence is feminine, and in French, the main gendered word is masculine, which is kind of confusing and a little bit complicated. So let's say we have a tricky situation where we want to say, for example, like my school. Let's say, so the word for French is school, so E-C-O-L-E is école. And so for us, what's a little bit tricky is because school is feminine, I'm going to come up and I want to say my, so I'm going to come along the category of my, and then I'm going to try and find the feminine word. And so, masculine, feminine, plural. And so I'm going to come up and I'm going to find the female form of my, and then I'd write it in. But again, the French don't like having this double vowel in the way, so otherwise it ma école, you're going to hear this like, they don't like that sound. And so as a result, we have to take a look at this here. Anytime we have, so again, go through the chart with me. What you're going to do is you'd say, can I use mon école because it's a boy? In theory, no. Can I use my école? Yes, in theory, because it's a girl. Then you're going to say, oh, but a feminine word that starts with a vowel, yes, now I can use mon. What French just decided is that instead of coming up with their own new word for French words that are feminine and start with a vowel, they're just going to borrow the masculine word. There is no, it's not like there's a difference in meaning here. And then you'd say, well, if school is still, if it's singular, I can't use may. So again, you're just simply going to go as high up the little pyramid as you can. And in this case, because it's feminine, it starts with a vowel, then I'm going to use mon école. So in theory, my école is incorrect, and it becomes mon école. But for the most part, the rest is actually not bad. Like if I wanted to say my dad, I'm going to find the masculine word over here. It says my, for my dad, which is mon père. If I wanted to find the feminine word, let's say I'm saying my mom, then I'd say ma mère. Maybe I have two dads, and I want to say mes pères. My mom's mes mères. Hopefully that makes sense. For some reason, they decided that notre and notre is the same word for masculine and feminine, so it doesn't, you don't actually have to know the gender. If you're going to say like our house, just notre école. There's not a pronunciation or meaning difference between those words. And then these words here are just pronounced a little bit harder. We have no and vo, so we don't pronounce the S unless there's a word that starts with a vowel that comes after it. And then leur and leur is pronounced the exact same. Unless you have a word with a vowel after it, then you might start to hear the final sounds. But just on their own, it's just leur, leur, no, vo. So, and then same with these, may, te, say. We don't actually pronounce the final S. So, brief overview. Good luck.